pleasant morning to all the young and vibrant Valenzuelanos who are tuned in today. I will let you have a glimpse of the world of psychology as I help you know yourself well. Let's begin. Maybe you are in shock because you've met someone in Valenzuela People's Park who is a friend of yours on Facebook, and you were surprised that his profile picture is far different from what he actually looks like. Or maybe you've taken more than 100 selfies in just 1 minute because you cannot find the right angle which will make you look good on Facebook. Or maybe you constantly cry whenever someone says a rude comment about you. Or maybe you are always tired of making people happy because you want to please them. And maybe you often find yourself feeling sad whenever you look on the mirror. Or maybe during a job interview, you cannot find the answer on the question, "Can you tell me more about yourself?" Or maybe until now, you don't know what you want in life. Or you don't even know what you really want in life. And maybe you really don't know yourself anymore. My dear students, these are the different maybes in life that some of you have experienced or experiencing or will experience, which according to experts are caused by poor self-awareness. These are the maybes that, number one, will make you hate yourself. I'm not handsome. I'm ugly. I'm not pretty. I'm fat. And make you give up your own happiness. You always give in to peer pressure. You always do what others tell you to do, even if it's against your will. Fortunately, with the help of the fascinating ideas in psychology, we can lessen these maybes. So I am encouraging you to stay tuned as we discuss today's lesson. After this lesson, you should be able to explain that knowing yourself can make you accept your strength and limitation and deal with others better. And share your unique characteristics, habits, and experiences. At this point, I want to know you better. I will be reading several statements, and all you have to do is comment down below whether you agree or you disagree. Ready? Let's begin. Number one, you like yourself. Everybody, my dear Valenzuelanos, comment agree or disagree. Number two, you have confidence in yourself. Comment agree or disagree. Number three, you are okay with how you look. Agree or disagree? Comment down below, Valenzuelanos. And number four, you can handle bashers, haters. Agree or disagree? And the last one, my dear Valenzuelanos, you have skills and talents. Agree or disagree? I noticed that some of you commented disagree on the statements. Some of you still don't know yourself well. Some are still confused on what you really want in life. Some are too shy to share your talents. So let us find out why self-awareness is important. Number one, if you know who you are, you will not be offended by the rude comments and mean comments about you. You will not take it personally. Instead, you will use it to improve yourself. Number two, if you know who you are, you will not depend on others. Instead, you will be self-reliant and you will do what really makes you happy. And number three, my dear Valenzuelanos, if you know who you are, You do not constantly seek the opinion of others, and you are not afraid to show your true colors. Now that you know the importance of self-awareness, let us proceed with exploring the nature of the self. At the present time, you know the Wi-Fi password of your neighbor or your smartphone as a load. You can easily create Facebook account. But sometimes, your profile picture doesn't match your actual appearance. Your complexion become lighter. You became sexier and thinner. Thank you, filter. I know that many of you have seen the famous memes about expectation versus reality. This shows the pictures of things which we look forward to seeing as compared to what really is in the actual. Oftentimes, this results in disappointment, regret, and frustration. It is the same reason why your chatmate didn't recognize you when you meet in person. But how can we avoid this confusion? Do we really need a filter and makeup to become more presentable in front of the others? There's nothing wrong with putting on makeup or making yourself look good. But if you are only doing it just to be accepted by others, to pretend to be someone that you are not, you may be doing it for the wrong reasons. Would it be better if we start pretending we won't be afraid to express ourselves? No makeup, no filter, no pretensions, just plain you. You are accepted and loved just as you are. No shame in showing your true self. Just like the famous line from a commercial before, magpakatotoo ka. Lack of self-awareness is often caused by identity crisis, role confusion, and incongruent self-image and ideal self. Whoa! Nosebleed! Let me explain it to you in a much simpler way. Let us get to know what a well-known psychologist, Carl Rogers, has to say about self-concept, from which we will be based our discussion on knowing yourself. He divided the concept of self into three. The first one is the self-image, or the way you see yourself. What do you see when you look in the mirror? Oftentimes, a lot of factors influence your self-image, like parents, friends, and the media. Your self-image is characterized by your physical attributes, like the color of your hair, fair skin complexion, having a round face. Another is your personality traits, like being friendly, adventurous, trustworthy, and free-spirited. It could also be your social role, like being the breadwinner of your family. Second is the self-esteem. Self-esteem is your overall sense of self, of your personal value. Having a high self-esteem means being confident with your abilities, accepting your weaknesses, and doing things with a positive outlook in life. On the other hand, having a low self-esteem means you lack confidence with your abilities. You want to be look or like someone else. And you always worry about what other people think. And lastly is the ideal self. The ideal self is who you want to become. This is what you imagine yourself to be. It is important that your self-image is congruent with your ideal self. Meaning to say, there should be similarities between who you really are and who you want to become. If the way you are is aligned with the way you want to be, then you will feel a sense of contentment and peace. This paves way to your self-actualization, which is realizing your fullest potential. On the other hand, if what you are is not aligned with who you want to be, the incongruence or lack of alignment will result in distress or anxiety. Just as a flower needs water and sunlight to grow and bloom, a person needs to improve and develop. So I will be giving you some tips, my dear Valenzuelanos, on how to reach self-actualization. First is self-acceptance. We often set high standards for ourselves because society expects us to be perfect. We forget that everybody has flaws. Nobody's perfect. Even the people we perceive to be perfect. Accepting your flaws and forgiving yourself for your mistakes are essentials to your health and happiness. Number 2, always remind yourself of what is real and important. Good looks will only get you so far. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that how you look is not important. It's just that there are things that are far more essential, like your core values, your beliefs, and perspective in life. And number 3, know how to manage your stress. Stress is part of your everyday life. You should learn how to live with it. Managing your stress will help you become more productive, happier, and healthier. A simple meditation and listening to your favorite music or eating your comfort food may help decrease the level of your stress. Number 4, build on your strength and work on your weaknesses. Most failures from not recognizing or not giving appropriate attention to your weaknesses. Instead of giving up or engaging in self-pity, take action and upgrade your skills. Utilize your strength and use them to your advantage. Number 5, maintain a journal. Writing can be a form of a me time. It is a way of loving yourself. You are free to express your emotions and feelings without being judged by others. I will end our discussion by sharing with you the 3 kinds of people in the world. The first one is the moviegoer. This person watches the movie of his life, admires some parts and criticize others. He does nothing else and doesn't have any control in his life except to comment about it. The second is the actor. The person does not only watch the movie, he actually realizes he's the actor. I can control a big part of his life. He can actually make or break the movie by how well he delivers his lines and how he portrays his character. He often enjoys the movie, but sometimes he wishes the movie would end in another way. But he realizes that he has no choice in such things. The third one is the script writer. This person does not only watch, he does not only act, but he actually creates the entire movie from his mind. He determines what he will say, what he will do, and how the movie will end. He realizes that he has enormous control over his life. He sees to it that the movie will turn out to be beautiful. Cool. My dear Valenzuelano students, senior high school students, who are you among these 3 people? Do you merely watch your life go by? Or do you act out of the script that is given to you? Or do you write the script and make your life beautiful? Are you a moviegoer, an actor, or a script writer? Just comment down below, senior high school students. And thank you for being with me as we explore self-awareness. At this point, my dear Valenzuelano, senior high school students, I will be answering some of your questions regarding our discussion. I think we have a question already from, let me read it for you. Question number 1 is from Christine. Christine, sir, I'm usually shy in showing my talents to other people. How do you think I can lessen my shyness? Christine, shyness is a result of low self-esteem. We tend to be shy because we think that we are not enough and we are afraid to commit mistakes. Take a look on yourself in the mirror and examine yourself. Afterwards, try making a list of your strengths, limitation, and create a plan on how you will work on your weaknesses. Another question, senior high school, my dear Valenzuelanos. Okay, we have from Albert. The question number 2 from Albert. What is the usual content of a journal? Thank you for that question, Albert. A journal usually consists of the events that happened in your day, your learnings and insights about those events, how you felt or how you reacted to certain situations, your future plans and goals, and the things which you are thankful for. Is there any more question? Okay, let's read it from the comment section. Number 3 from Andrea. Sir, I'm afraid to commit mistakes. Do you have any advice for me? Okay, Andrea, keep in mind that whatever you do, there will always be people who will criticize you. Your job is not to be swayed by those criticisms, but rather use it to your advantage. The thing is, with human, it's in our nature to commit mistakes. Do not treat committing mistakes as your enemy. Instead, use it to help you learn and grow. My dear Valenzuelanos, if you have other questions, you may ask your personal development teacher on your follow-up session regarding this topic. You should answer the activities given to you on your learning packets. That's it for today's discussion. I hope that you learned a lot from our lesson. Again, my dear Valenzuelanos, do not forget to answer the activities on your learning packet for you to get to know yourself even better. Stay at home and stay safe, my dear Valenzuelanos. Goodbye!